Hey Scorpio, what's going on? Welcome back for another weekly reading. My voice is still gone. Can you believe it? Interesting. Go on vacation, lost my voice, and still gone. All right, let's see. Someone's feeling the emotional pinch when it comes to losing you. They didn't realize how much you filled their cup. Being intimate emotionally is not something that's easy for this person, and it some separation needed to happen in order for you to find a level of peace that maybe you never experienced before this relationship. And also for them, they needed this time away from you to realize what they've lost. They're seeing a big gap now where before you were filling in that gap, and now the gap is back, and no matter what they do to try to fill this gap, the gap is still there. That wanted to come out. Playing games. All right. Whoever this is, their emotional immaturity is something that's off putting to you, and they're not realizing how off putting it is. Be careful with somebody trying to bait you on social media, like saying something, trying to upset you so that you say something to them. It's a way for them to get you to contact them. You be the first, the initiator in a conversation, instead of them, even though it's them who wants to speak to you. So this person knows that you're single. This person knows that you have suitors or possibilities, options, and they're jealous about that. Do you see what's happening here? You were their emotional fulfillment. When that was taken away, at first they thought it was great because they were going out, meeting people, having lots of fun, and it was just boom, body, 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 body. But now all those bodies, it's emptiness. They're not feeling fulfilled with all of these bodies. And all of these bodies come attached to people, right? Like emotions and conversations that have to happen. And this person's realizing they've got themselves in quite a jam. And what they are looking for in everybody else that they found in you, they never found in anybody else. They're realizing, they are realizing that you are a lot stronger than what they initially thought. And this is another thing that they get jealous about. There are things that you go through that are like spitting image, mirroring circumstances this person is going through. But you keep handling it like a champ. It doesn't seem to be affecting you the way it does this other person. And it really upsets them that you can handle and master this emotional phase that they cannot do. They're not able to work their way out of this problem. They are not able to action their way out of this emotional drought that they're in. They don't like that you seem to be doing better than them. Yeah, and you're moving on. There was dishonest dishonesty in this relationship, and you decided to move on. It was, the games were too much. Trying to be, play cat and mouse, hot and cold with someone who you love and who's messing with your heart. It hurt you deeply. I'm hearing like they gaslighted you, where they would make you question your sanity, make you question, what you were doing, whether, just your confidence. They really knocked your confidence. And this breakup for you has been one of the greatest things that could have happened to you. It made you stronger. It made you wiser. It made you selective. And it put you on a whole new path. It put you exactly where you were meant to be put. So this soul contract with this person seems to be complete. Okay, so the other person who struggles expressing emotion, they are being faced with their own dishonesty right now. It is not easy for this person to recognize this pattern in themselves because they don't know what to do with it. And the first thing they do when they go through this pattern of admitting and recognizing their part that they played in it, and I don't feel like they wanted to admit the part they played. I feel like the universe is forcing this person through tower moments to be faced with their bad habits and patterns and what they did to destroy this relationship. And when they are struggling to express things emotionally, or they're faced with their own dishonesty, or they're faced with their own infidelity, or anything that they have to take a look at because they struggle with expressing emotion, you were the first person they think about, because you were able to it's almost like a therapist. You were able to pull things out of them or say just the right thing to get this person to feel better. So you're not there giving them that anymore. You're not guiding them through this healing process, because it feels like you are somebody, you're a Scorpio. Your emotional intelligence is unmatched. It truly is. There's a depth that you can go to so naturally that others cannot go to. They just can't. And that's what's going on. This person's trying to be a Scorpio and they're not a Scorpio. Okay. Okay. They want me to get another deck out of my... This person made you feel like an option, and they deliberately did this. Look, devil came out. It made them feel good to make you feel like this person here. See that? You see how they're happy, and this person, it's like this was the dynamic. Maybe they were on their phone too much. There wasn't equal give and take. And there's just a lot of toxicity in this relationship. I feel like it could have been possibly built around a karmic tie, as far as, maybe you guys, when you were together, you partied a lot, and, you were intimate a lot. But that's as far as it went. It wasn't very deep. I'm seeing, okay, I'm seeing a masculine who's falling to his knees at a closed door, and his hands kind of going down the door like this to the doorknob, and he's pleading at the doorknob, baby, please let me in. Please talk to me. That is what I'm hearing and seeing. So at some point they are gonna come crawling back and beg. You're having a physical glow up. Your appearance is going to change. They're saying, I just heard your skin is fine. Your skin is beautiful. The skin color, the tone is beautiful, and you need to quit beating yourself up and comparing yourself to other people and thinking that you constantly fall short when you do not. There are other people who stare at you the same way you stare at other people, wishing they were you. So Scorpio, stop doing that thing that you're doing right now where you think that you're not as where you need to be. You're beautiful. You're having some type of upgrade. You're beautiful, and there goes my notifications, okay? They're saying they're taking me back to the skin. There's some type of home remedy that you have right now. It's in your home. That can help with like skin cancer spots or something. Some type of spots on the skin. They're saying to lay baking soda directly onto these spots. They want you to take pictures of these spots before you do it. They want you to do this 2 to 3 times a day. Just a little bit of baking soda dipped in some water, maybe spread it on the spot and put a Band-Aid on it. They want you to do this 2 to 3 times a day for the next week, and they want you to look at these spots again and see how you've healed these spots by doing something as simple as baking soda. Also, ingesting baking soda with apple cider vinegar will be really beneficial for you. They are saying this so funny. They're going, fantastic day. This is going to be a fantastic day. They're being so funny. Scorpio, you have a lot of good days ahead of you. They wanted me to pull this deck out specifically, and it's because of the imagery. And they're bringing me to this. So, Scorpio, you are a sensual sign. And it feels like there's a group here who, although you're a Scorpio, the sign of sex is what they say, sexual, they want you to be more sexual with yourself. Not like, doing the hibbity dibbity. I'm not saying that. You can, obviously. But you see how she's got her hands? You see how she's just kind of sensual? That's the word I'm looking for. They want you to start moving your hips. You see how she can be like a belly dancer? They want you to start like gyrating your hips back and forth and loosening up your hips. They want you to start like, doing the hand movements and just being like, sensual. They want you to get in touch with that sensual side. They're saying this part of you was damaged. I apologize for that. They're saying this part of you was damaged through toxic relationships. This part of you that you used to be in touch with, so in tune with, very just, you were comfortable in your skin. You felt good about yourself. They're wanting to get you back to this. They're wanting to get you back to that feeling. And it's going to start with small movements. Maybe even looking up a YouTube video on, I don't know, sensual dancing or something like that. I don't know. But do something like that and just try to get into the movement. The first time you do this, you may feel really uncomfortable. You may cry. It's okay. Keep going at it and keep doing it. It's important for you to unlock a new part of you. Yeah. You may have a child with this person that I've been talking about. I've got 2 notifications here. Yeah. So all of this arguing, if you have children, it was affecting them more than you realize. Here's where the arguments were happening. Do you see, like, this being your person? They were always out having fun, doing things with other people without you, not inviting you to all of these things either. And it was causing arguments, it was causing problems, and it caused you to go within. It caused you to take a break, to start soul searching, finding yourself again, liking the reflection that you look at. Like, this is you, and this is your reflection in, in this water. And I love that it's in the water and not in a mirror, because the water is the mirror, which is talking about your emotions. Your emotions are mirroring exactly the vibrational set point that you've been emanating to the universe. In this situation, is being healed, because here's what's happening. You see, they were in this energy. This individual was in this, lackadaisical, happy-go-lucky, nothing's gonna change, Scorpio will always be there, I'm gonna do what I want, we'll have an argument, they'll come running back, we'll go back to the same old spiel again. But that's not what happened this time. This time you did not go back. This time you looked out into the abyss here, into the ethers, and you thought, I'm going after this. I'm going after all this beauty in the sky. I'm going to look at things from a higher perspective with these hot air balloons. I'm going to look at things differently and realize that I deserve to be happy again. I don't deserve to have to fight for my sanity, to fight to be seen, to fight to be heard. I can see myself, and I like the reflection that I see in the mirror. They're really proud of how strong you are. There's a lot of strength in your energy, Scorpio. I'm so happy for you. Good luck with everything coming up for you. You got some great things happening, all right? Peace and love.